latest books as we stroll around the corner. Yeah, it's gotta be you, it's gotta be me. Gotta be feeling whatever we read. Then we'll see what will be. It's all good with me. The book, look, what you got to offer your boy. Another book I'll enjoy. Let me give it 100. The book, look, maybe we can read in love. Maybe we can read in love. Maybe we can read in love.
Welcome everybody as we open the page on this debut episode of The Book Look, the weekly online show here on News One that discusses the latest in books and literary news. I'm your host, Alexandra Morton. Let's jump right in. This week's Book Look Book of the Week is a unique and original one entitled The Other Wes Moore by none other than first-time author Wes Moore. The Other Wes Moore is the extraordinary account of two boys growing up in the 1980s in the rough streets of my hometown, Baltimore. Be Moore in the house. Now, although they didn't know each other, these two young brothers grew up in the same community and were alike in many ways. Both were about the same age, both grew up without their fathers, both got involved in things they shouldn't have, and eventually ran into trouble with the po-po. But there's much more to the story, you see. By December 2000, one of these young men had become an extraordinarily successful student, winning a Rhodes Scholarship, the most prestigious academic award in the world. The other had become a hunted fugitive after taking part in a jewelry store robbery and the subsequent and brutal murder of a Baltimore police officer. Oh, and one more thing. Both men were named Wes Moore. Wow, now that's deep right there. I'm talking Oprah bank account deep. I'm talking Charlie Sheen, denial deep. I'm talking Jennifer Hudson, weight loss deep. Which brings us to our weekly literary mashup segment, where we do a quick and tasty blend of things including passing the latest industry news and happenings, along with pulling a theme from our Book Look Book of the Week and phrasing it in the form of a question. This week's question, pulled from The Other Wes Moore, goes as follows. What would you do if someone in your community with the same name as you was running around murdering people?
I would hope that they didn't come after me.
Get out that community, move to another city ASAP.
If somebody had the same name as me, I would call the police. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? I mean, what else is there to do? That's a strange question today.
And before we turn the page, we have a ranking of the most popular African American books as reported by AALBC.com, the African American Literature Book Club. Drum roll, please. Well, that does it for this exciting debut edition of The Book Look. Make sure you tune in for our next weekly episode of The Book Look here at newsone.com. Hey producer, cue that Zion Birdsong track to take us out. Until the next chapter, this is your host, Alexandra Morton of The Book Look, encouraging you to keep those pages turning.
Those nights in the club are no longer enough. I think I need one who knows what I'm thinking of. Someone who's not focused on my ends. Someone who can thrill me when the dialogue begins. I say, who is that? That's what I ask me when I see how good you look. I wanna feel your story like the pages of a book. See, some may believe that they have to deceive or play games with your mind.